Hello everyone. Today again we are going to see another poem. Okay, first flight book, class 10th. This is the second poem of the book. Name of the poem is Fire and Ice. Fire and Ice. Again the same writer, same poet, Robert Frost. Okay. So I have already discussed about Robert Frost in the first poem, so I'm not going to talk much about Robert Frost here. So we'll start the poem directly. Okay, and we'll first of all talk about the title, Fire and Ice. Fire and Ice. Think for these two titles. Before I start, think for the title. Think for the two words, fire and ice. Think. Okay, two completely opposite words. Fire comes out, fire brings heat, extreme heat. Okay, and ice, cold. Okay, so let's see how these two words have been used by Robert Frost in his poem. So first of all, let me give you the introduction of the poem. Here in this poem, the poet is going to talk about the ending of the world. Okay, he is going to talk about the end of the world. He is going to talk about how the world will finish one day. So he says, some say. Okay, here some say, that means some people say. Okay, some people, that means he is dividing the world's opinion, the people of the world's opinion. Okay, and out of that he is taking one opinion. Some say the world will end. Some say the world will end in fire. Some say the world will end in fire. Okay, fire. So the first thing is, the first word that is important is fire. So there can be two ideas. Okay, number one, that he believes that one day there will be extreme heat on the earth, and because of that the world earth will be ended, earth will be finished. And I think that we also know this thing, that global warming is increasing. Okay, but this is not a literary meaning. Okay, it is literal meaning. So when we talk about literary meaning, so that will be something else. Some say in ice. Okay, so according to him, the world's opinion has been divided into two groups. The one group says that the earth or the world will be ending, the world will end in fire. Okay, and some other people say that the world will end in ice. Okay, so here two things he's saying. He's saying that world may be ended, may be finished by the fire, by heating, and the other part he's saying that world may be ended by cooling. Okay, so this is the literal meaning. This is not the literary meaning. We have to talk about the literary meaning. We have to talk about the poetic meaning. We have to talk about the philosophical meaning. Why? Because Robert Frost always talks, always speaks philosophically in his poem. So world will end by fire or by ice. So here he is symbolizing the word fire. The word fire with ice. Actually, fire. Here is symbolizing the word fire with desires. Okay, desires. Okay, and desires also bring greed. Okay, so what is saying? Okay, now we are coming to the philosophical meaning. What is saying? That maybe there will be a day when people will have too much greed. Okay, too much greed, too much desire, too many desires, and out of those desires, out of those greeds, they will lead the world for the end. Okay, they will lead the world to be ended. The second word the poet says, ice, and the word ice stands for hate. Okay, the word ice stands for hatred. Okay, we can say hate, and jealousy also. So what does he say? That either the world will be ended by fire or by the ice. Okay, the world will be ended by the desires, the greed of the people, and maybe if the world doesn't end by that, then the world will end by hatred. Okay, the world may be ended by the jealousy. Okay, In both the sense, you can find that people, when we think about it, we can imagine that people are fighting with each other. Okay. From what I have tested, from what I have tested. Who is I here? Exactly, Robert Frost. From what I have tasted of desire. Okay, that means when he himself thinks of the desire. Okay, when he himself recalls his experience, or maybe when he recalls experience of other. I hold with those who favor fire. Okay, when you think upon the desire, oh my God, when I had the desire, I did this, or maybe the consequences were not good. Maybe the people, whatever wrong, whatever bad has happened in the past of the people's life in the world, that sometime he found that it has happened because of the desire, because of their desires. Okay, so what he says, what he wants to say, that when he recalls the past, when he thinks, when he recapitulates the experiences, he comes to know that definitely the world may be ended with the desire. The world may be ended with the fire. Okay, he agrees. He agrees to those people who are saying that the world will be ended by fire. He agrees. In the first stanza, he agrees with them. He says that yeah, definitely the world will be ended by the fire. The world will be ended by the desires, because I have also checked. I have also tested it in my life. I have also experienced. This tested word can be replaced by the word experience. I have also experienced, okay, in my life. Are you getting it? Sure. But let us switch to the second stanza. But if it had to perish, perish is a good word. Perish also means finished and destroy. Okay, so I'll take destroy. Okay, destruct, and I can also take and finish. Okay, but if it had to perish twice, that means once the world is ended with the fire, he is saying, okay, I agree to all of you that yeah, definitely the world is ended with the fire. But second time, if the world has to be ended, the second time world is to be ended, then I think I know enough of hate. What does he say? I think I know enough of hate. That means he has expressed about hatred also. He knows people who had jealousy, who had hatred with each other. Okay. To say that for destruction eyes is also great. Okay. And would suffice. What does he say? That he says that I agree the world will be ending with the fire. I do agree with this. But I think that there are chances, if the earth takes another birth, if there is second world, okay, then there will be chances that hatred will also destroy the world with the same effect like fire. Okay, with the same effect of that fire. Understanding? So what he's saying that yeah, I agree that desires are much terrible. Desires have the power to end the world. I agree to it. But if there will be second birth of earth or second world, so then definitely there will be hatred enough to destroy this world. So on one hand he is agreeing with the people of desires, and other hand he is saying that definitely there are chances that world can also end with the ice, with the hatred. Also end with the hatred. Getting it? So what? But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for the destruction, ice is also great. Okay, and would suffice. Here another word is there, suffice. Okay, and suffice means sufficient. Okay, suffice means sufficient. So what he is saying? He says that yeah, I do agree that the world will be ended with the desire or the fire, but I know little about hatred also. I know enough about the hatred also, and I think that hatred is also have the same capabilities to end the world which fire or desires hold. Okay, the same capability is the eyes, that means hatred also have. So I think that hatred is also good, means hatred can be also equally capable of finishing, ending the world. Is this clear? Is this clear? Sure. Okay. So now let us talk about the rhyming scheme. Rhyming scheme of the poem. So first word is fire. We call it, we give it A. Okay, fire is A. Second is ice. We give it B. Third is desire. Desire and fire sound same. Again A. Then fire again. So again A. So the first stanza has the figure rhyming scheme A B A A. Then A B A A. What is the rhyming scheme of the first stanza? A B A A. Let us talk about second stanza. Twice A. Hate B. Ice A. Great. Here the poet has tried to use great sounding similar like to hate. So I'll take B only. Okay. Some people are there. Some other teachers can also tell you that to take C. Okay. But I would agree. I would like to take it B. Okay. So I'll remove C from here. A B, and at the end again A. So the second stanza's rhyming scheme is A B A. Okay. So what is common over here in the rhyming scheme? A B A, or we can say A B A. Getting it? So A B A is the common rhyming scheme of both the stanza. So when we talk about the rhyming scheme of the poem, we will say that the first stanza rhymes like A B A, and the second stanza rhymes like A B A. Is that clear? Okay. If it is an MCQ type of question and you find this rhyming scheme A B A, then you will choose A B A only. Is this clear? Sure. Okay. So when rhyming scheme is clear, we will move ahead and we will talk about the literary devices, the figure of speech in this poem. So let's talk about the figure of speech. Line 1, some say. Okay, at the beginning only you will find similar sounding words. Okay, the first letter is consonant sound. So which figure of speech? Alliteration. Exactly, alliteration. Alliteration. What is the alliteration? Same consonant sound. Okay, in repetition of consonant sound in the same line. Repetition of consonant sound at the beginning of the sentence in the same line. Some say world will. This is again alliteration. And in fire, some say again alliteration. Okay. And in ice, from what I have tested of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. Again, F is there. So we will mention it here. Some say S sound, world will, W sound, and then favor fire, F sound. Shall we search alliteration in the second stanza also? But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of had to say that for destruction ice is also great and would serve. So there is no alliteration in the second stanza. So alliteration in the first stanza. Okay. Second thing, you see, some say, same word at the beginning of two different lines. Two lines begin with the same word, then we call it anaphora. Anaphora. So what is anaphora? Two sentences, two lines beginning with the same word. Two lines beginning with the same word. We call it anaphora. So I'll write down over here. Some say line 1 and 2. Okay, anaphora. Is anaphora clear to all of you? Sure? Okay. So next is some is repeated, say is repeated. Okay, I would say repetition. And what definition or what repetition at many places, like some say this word is being repeated. Okay, and okay, so repetition is also present. Other than repetition, let us talk about this last line. This is something very, very important. Okay, you see, you read this line. I hold with those who favor fire. What common thing do you see in this? Exactly. O sound. So, same sound, same vowel. Okay, same vowel sound being repeated in a line at different places. You can write down same vowel sound repeated in a line at various places. Okay, then we call it assonance. Assonance. So where is assonance? I hold with those who favor fire. So in this you will find the same vowel. Getting it? So that is assonance. So alliteration is present, anaphora is present, repetition is present, assonance is present. And one more thing is present. Any punctuation mark here on the first line, second line? Any punctuation mark here? Here? No punctuation mark. So that means what? Enjambment. Exactly. Enjambment. Where? Line 1, 3, 1, 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1, 3, 6, 7, 8. Where? Line 1, 3, 6, 7, 8. In this line, you will find enjambment. Is enjambment clear? Okay. I think that poem is over. Okay, all the literary devices are over. Okay, we have seen the summary of the poem, we have seen the literary devices. Now let us talk about the question answers of this poem. So the very first question, what does the poet talk, what do the people say the world will end with? Okay, so then some people say that world will end with the fire, some people say that world will end with the ice. Okay, what does the poet hold the opinion of? So the poet holds the opinion of the first people. He says that definitely the world will end with fire. But again he says that if world has to be ended twice, then ice is also equally capable. What does the poet mean by the word fire and ice? So the fire stands for desire, greed, and ice stands for hatred, jealousy. Getting it? Getting it? I think this much is enough. Anything else is there? If any question is there that you want to discuss with me, you can comment it on the YouTube channel. Moreover, you can ask the same question in your WhatsApp group, in your school class coaching's WhatsApp group, also wherever I am present. Okay, I would definitely like to help you all people. Okay, thank you very much.